Bonnie, welcome back. So I was like, I want to play with makeup and I want to use the gold palette from Natasha Denona, a real old one, right? And there's been so much talk forever about it being phased out, but I wanted to go look on the website and see, I don't know, just if it's still there, and it's not. But what I happened upon is a palette that's called Golden, and I tried to click on it and put it in my cart because it's not this palette, it's not the gold palette. It's totally different. But when I clicked on it, it said that I had to enter a password. And then I saw that there's like a golden trio or something, like a cheek trio. Same thing, I have to enter a password. So I think it's another one of the brand's leaks. So I'm wondering when and if that will come out. I perused Reddit to see if there's any info, and there isn't. So I don't know. Let me know if you have this palette. I also have the mini gold, but the golden, it looks just like a bunch of golds and browns. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do probably a simple look. So let's get some eyeshadow primer first. I will go in with the Makeup by Mario Eye Prep-In Set, and this is in the deep shade. Let me know if you've ever tried this. I really like it. It was like my favorite primer a couple of years ago, and then I've come back to it. So I'm going to use this, my Yummy Skin Fluffy Angle, the medium, and just pop this onto my eye. Let me also tell you about my day today. First of all, I went to bed at 2. I think. Went to bed at 2 and woke up at like 7, I think. And actually I want a denser brush. Yeah. So this is the Rose and Bend C31. Woke up, went downstairs to feed Rose, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a chai latte, and I'm gonna have some toast. This is where it just went downhill from the start, from jump. It just was like, nope, not today. So I go ahead and I put the little pod in the little Keurig thing, and you know, it starts and it's like dribbling out or whatever, and I'm like, okay, let me like slice this bread and put it in the toaster oven, blah blah blah. So then I hear the Keurig finish doing its thing, and I look over and I'm like, where did I take the cup out of there already? Like, when did I do that? Then I realized I hadn't put the cup there. I hadn't put the cup there. I've done it before. I've done it before when I guess, you know, when you're just like used to doing something and then I don't know. I don't have a reason. I don't have an explanation, okay? I'm gonna go in with the Yummy Skin Blender Large. This is the 31. And I think I will start with this shade here. So then I realized, like, the cup that I was going to use, yeah, it wasn't under there. It wasn't under the spout thing. So then I realized that chai latte is just all over the counter, all over the floor, and I'm like, okay, well, let's clean that up. But it takes me a second to sort of like catch my bearings, and I start to try to like, it was just a tragedy. So I'm like trying to take the little tray thing out to like walk it over to the sink, and then I'm trying to unplug it. Like, it was just a comedy of errors. So finally I go ahead and I get the entire machine over to the sink, and I'm like rinsing things out, and just so irritated. Rose is coming in the kitchen as if she wants a chai latte, and I'm trying to shoo her away. Like, this is none of your actual business. And so then I try to get, you know how you have the Swiffer wet jet or whatever it is. It's not the fancy one, but my Swiffer things are dried out because I haven't used them in forever. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to use some paper towels. I'm going to go into this shade here. I'm going to use some paper towels, and I am going to try to just like sop this up. But I also don't want it to be sticky because, you know, it's a chai latte and it's kind of sweet. So I'm basically dampening some paper towels and trying to wipe stuff up. Oh, it was just a tragedy. So finally I get everything cleaned, and I go ahead and put the Keurig back together, clean the counter, all that jazz. And I'm like, okay, whew, time for my coffee, right? Or my cafe latte, chai latte, whatever. Time for one of those. So I put a new pod in there, and it starts brewing. The cup is under there this time. By this time also, I had put the bread in the toaster oven, and the bread has burned, so I tossed that. So then I'm like, well, let me put more. It was like almost like a French roll that I had cut in half and then cut in half. So I was like, well, let me take the other half and go ahead and put that in the toaster oven. So the thing starts brewing. I've got new toast, you know, percolating, and the cup is there, and it's starting to come out, and then the Keurig stops. Just done. So I'm like, oh gracious, like maybe I just need to you know, go ahead and unplug it. And, you know, I did all the things. Check the breaker, circuit, thingamajiggy, push the outlet thing that pops in and out. I do all the things. I try a different outlet. So again and again, I'm like, okay, push, brew. And it starts. Done. Dies. I do this like 10 times. I read everything on the internet as to how to reset things and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't happening. So maybe I'll go in with this shade first. I really also want to use that one. So I go and I sit on the couch, and by this time I've also burned the other half of the bread. So I go and sit on the couch and I cry. Just a little bit, just a couple of tears, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like the sun ain't even warm yet, and I've already, like, what's happening in my life? So I just do a little crying for a moment, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try one more time, one more again, to see if this thing is gonna work, and if not, I just can't, okay? I'm done. So same thing happens, and I'm like, okay, I can't. Like, I don't have the emotional capacity right now to deal with this. So I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't take it anymore. This is where part of I get this from my dad. I just want to throw it away. I threw the Keurig away, okay? I couldn't anymore, all right? It's relatively old, okay? It's relatively old. But I was just like, you're causing a lot of distress and drama in my life right now, and I cannot. That's how I just can't, okay, Keurig? I can't. So then I'm like, I need my morning beverage, okay? So I'm like, all right, well, let's go ahead and see if I can, like, just go buy one. I'm just gonna go buy one, okay? I'm gonna go buy one. I'm gonna buy a Keurig. All the stores are not open. The stores are not open. It's a Sunday. So, you know, a couple more tears. So then I'm like, Amazon, you know? Amazon. Like, Amazon. The angel, the devil, the Amazon. So I see that I could get it delivered by today. So I'm like, well, you know, these seem like nicer models now than the one I had. Oh, look, you can make iced coffee. Okay, because I love a good iced chai latte. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna order that, and it'll be here today. Sometime today. I though, at this, I'm not going to trust myself to try to put another piece of bread in the toaster oven. And obviously now I don't have my Keurig. I have my emergency old school coffee pot, but I don't have the capacity right now, okay? I don't have it. So I'm like, all right, should I just have something delivered? There's this place that I like called Rise Biscuits or something. It's like some good Southern biscuits. You can get some eggs on it, bacon, all this jazz. I really like it. But I was like, but I want a chai latte, and they don't have it. I don't think they have chai latte, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. Then I was like, should I just have Dunkin' delivered? Now, this is all because I don't want to put on a bra, and I don't want to take my bonnet off my head. So I'm just like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to, okay? I don't want to go outside. I don't want to put on anything appropriate to step out of the house. Let's see. I'm going to go in with, I think this shade here. And I'm going to use the number 18. So, you know, I'm having myself a moment and a half. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do Dunkin' because I don't know if they're going to get it from the right Dunkin'. Oh. No. Yeah, I don't know. So there are quite a few Duncans around here, right? I'm a fan. I love me some Dunkin'. When I'm going into the office, I do a little detour and I get my croissant with bacon and egg. I ask for no cheese. I know, sacrilegious. And I get either an Americano, iced or hot, kind of dependent on, you know, how I'm feeling, or I get a chai latte. I used to get a matcha latte, but I'm like, chai's better. So there are quite a few. There are quite a few Dunkin' in the area, right? But the one that I like is like 15 minutes away. I've tried the other ones in the area and they just don't do it right. Like the other day, I was like, you know what? Instead of going 15 minutes down the road, let me just go to the one that's a good, like, less than 5 minutes away. And I got an iced chai latte that time. And did I get no, I think I just got the iced chai latte because I was like, let me give y'all a try. Because I've been there before and I don't like it. They didn't do things correctly. So, this is gross. So I'm in the drive-thru. I do the mobile order because then it's much easier than being like, can you take this out and put that in and do this and do that and, you know, measure it differently, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, let me drive up and get it. And dude seems real nice. He hands me, it's a large chai latte, and I see just like a slash on his finger. No Band-Aid, no nothing. And I was like, no, thank you. No. Ew. I'm never going there ever again. I tried it once, I tried it twice, I tried it 3 times, and now this time Home Dude is trying to like pass something on to me. I'm going in with the Danessa Myricks Moisture Repair Balm using the Yummy Face 2.0. So then I drove to the other one. 15 minutes away, which I should have done. Maybe it's 20. No, it's more like 15. I should have done that. Actually, it's more like 20. It's past G's house. So, you know, basically I wasted money because I was trying to cut corners and not just go to the one that I like. So I was like, if I order Dunkin' and have it delivered, I don't know that they're going to go to the right place. I don't know that I'm going to get, like, they probably aren't. They're probably not going to go to the one 15 minutes away. They're just going to go to the one down the street from me. So I was like, you know what? I've already wasted a significant amount of time, so I'm just going to go ahead and put on a brassiere, throw on a little jumpsuit romper thing, get in the car, and head over to Dunkin'. So I do that, I get my stuff, and, you know, I'm feeling good. I got I got a large, hot chai latte with almond milk and sugar and a little bit of caramel. delish. So I'm just drinking it. I also got my croissant with the bacon and the egg, no cheese. Got some little munchkins. I'm like, this is great. This is gonna keep me full for a while. Also, you know, I'm here for it. I'm going to go in with the Best Skin Ever foundation from Sephora and continue with this brush. So yeah. And this is in the shade 59N. So everything's good. I get back to my house and I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go to the grocery store? Like, I don't really feel like it, but if I go inside and take off this bra, that's it. That's it for the day, right? So I park and I'm like, I got a spot. I mean, somebody's not in the spot right in front of my house. Thank you very much. So I park my car and, you know, the door, my house is right here. It's right here. Okay. It's right here. And FYI, side note, there is like a bird has taken up space in like the gutter. She's made a little nest. She's been nesting for a while, I guess. You know, she's not paying no rent. Anyway, so that happens, and I'm just, you know how you like to sit in your car? I'm just like sitting in my car listening to my audiobook, drinking my chai, just like, wow, this turned out to be okay. My Keurig's gonna be here today. I'm good. By the time I want another hot beverage, you know, I'll have the Keurig. And also I got the one where you can make an iced latte or whatever. Let me grab this concealer. So I'm like, this is good. This is good. Things are turning, you know, they're getting better. They're improving from the initial morning transactions, right? I'm gonna go in with the Best Skin Ever concealer. I have 53.5N, but I also have 59N, which is the same shade as the foundation, just in case I want to like spot conceal or whatever. Do I want to? Yeah, a little bit. So I'm chilling. Everything's good. I'm just like taking a moment, like, whew, the day is turning out better than I thought it was going to. I'm gonna go to yoga in a little bit. I usually go to I go to Pilates and then like a chill yoga class. That's like my thing on Sundays. I'm gonna go in with the domed airbrush. This is number 11. So you know, things are great. And then the skies open and it starts pouring rain. Pouring, okay? Pouring rain. All of a sudden, it was nice and sunny and just it's like somebody took a bucket and was like, whoosh. I almost felt like it was only on me. Like there was a cumulus nimbus, like just only on me. Because I was like, where did this come from? It's starting to pour more and more. And I'm like, well, I can't sit here forever because I don't know how long it's going to last. And given how today has gone, I'm kind of feeling like it's going to last for a while. Oh, I didn't do the concealer. But I actually want to do some color corrector first. This is the LA Girl one that's like so popular. So I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? I can sit here or I can just like try to make a run for it and, you know, go from there. So I try to make a run for it. Like, when I tell you I was soaked through all the way to the bone, just soaked through by the time I got inside to the house. So after that, I just went ahead and, you know, dried myself off, got myself together, put on my pajamas, and I went back to bed. I was just like, yeah, I'm done today. You have won today, okay? It's not even, so I was like, I can't even go to yoga. I can't even go to Pilates because I am just not in the correct headspace for this right now. Like, I can't do it. So I didn't even go to Pilates. I didn't even go to Pilates, and I didn't even go to yoga. Because I just felt like the day, it won. It won, and this was literally, like, I don't even know if it was 9 o'clock in the morning yet. I was just like, yeah, all right. You know, I know when to throw in the towel. I know when to do it, and that was my morning. That was my morning. The afternoon wasn't much better, but the morning took the cake. Let me go ahead and finish this up and wrap it all up. So here is the finished look. I also managed to somehow order that new Natasha palette. We'll see if it goes through. It seems like it was a leak, so we'll see if it goes through. If it does, hopefully it's here soon. And I'll give it a whirl. I forgot that she's doing this new, like, formula for the shimmers, so we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna live up to the greatness that is the gold palette, but we'll see. We'll actually see if I get it first. Anyways, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. I will love it if you like the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.